it's your boy Diakis, and we're gonna bring you a review of the PS3 version of WWE 2K15.
And today we kind of got a skeleton crew today because the dog and
the dog's out.
The dog's out with.
He's not feeling. He's not feeling well, so we get well soon. Decided to stay home and watch the Atlanta Swallows do what they do best.
Swallow whole. Anyway, let's get on with this review.
I'm just gonna say this right now: don't buy it. Stick to 2K14. The roster is twice as big, or it feels twice as big, because this year's roster, I feel like a third of the roster there's two versions of, and some of them are bullshit. Like, why do I need two Alberto Del Rios? One of them is this year's and the other one's from 2 years ago. I can understand Batista a little bit because you had the Animal Evolution Batista and current Batista. I'm kind of cool with that one. I'm cool with there being classic, 2000 Jericho and current Jericho. That's alright to me as well. CM Punk, bullshit. Why do I have CM Punk from 2 years ago and CM Punk from today? The only difference is the hair. That's it. And of course the color of his trunks. And one of them has his fire burns, the other has cult of personality. That's the only difference. Their movesets are basically the same.
What about CM Punk with the mask? That one was awesome.
No, this is post Straight Edge Society Punk. This is New Nexus Punk and Voice of the Voiceless Punk.
Okay, this is the first flaw I see with that. They didn't have to take up a roster spot to put their early appearance. They could have used the same character, different costume.
Yeah.
Now for
that
Jericho,
would cover everything.
But Jericho, I can understand because 2002 Jericho and today Jericho are all different.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, but
like
CM Punk
when you
is
click
bullshit.
over to the different costume, up pops the 02 Jericho, and then they could have had his music to that setting.
Yeah, like they did last year.
Can we move on to like gameplay?
Gameplay. Okay, if you played W2K14, it's the same. There's no change. Except that this year, if you try to do a running grapple or strike, they will 90% of the time counter it. Story mode is bullshit. You basically got to do the Summer of Punk all over again and relive all the missed opportunity and missed potential of that being one of the most awesome storylines ever, and you just see the degenerate bullshit and reminded you why sometimes you just want to say fuck this company.
That comes from not playing.
Then there's the Triple H HBK storyline, and that's kind of fun. Every time you have a match, you have objectives and stuff, and they'll tell you as you do them. Sometimes they'll tell you as you get a signature or finisher, but every once in a while they don't either. Like on the last match on Triple H's, they won't tell you shit, and then punish you by not giving you everything after you beat it.
Yeah, sounds
even though he kicks out about a couple of pedigrees. Let's see. Then you have the NXT mode where you get to be Rusev, who's a main roster talent, Bo Dallas, who's a main roster talent, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, and Corey Graves, who I'm surprised Corey Graves is on here because he has barely been on NXT this year at all.
Well, at the time when they were doing the roster, when they were doing the game, none of them guys was on the main roster.
Yeah. And then after you beat all of them, you got to take on John Cena. Just like in Beat the Streak mode last year. And just like Beat the Streak, the computer is going to cheat a lot. He's going to counter a lot, and it's going to take about 6 or 7 finishers to put him down for the count.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah.
And the commentary the entire time is going to pretty much is going to make you sound like crap. And the little video package before John Cena comes off sounding like a total prick. But what else is new?
He does?
Yes, because he talks about, I'm the measuring stick of this company, and if you ever want to do anything in this company, Jack, you gotta get through me.
There's one more thing we can talk about. Like, the moves from what I've seen are pretty, like, the new moves are pretty, decent.
They've kind of expanded everybody's movesets. Like, all the Shield boys got all their stuff finally. They did have some of their stuff last year, but not everything.
And they finally got the stunner right.
Oh, yeah.
New stunner looks amazing.
It only took them a decade to get the stunner right. But then again, how many SmackDown games did it take them to get the execution right? Till last year, was it? Like, even to the first SmackDown vs. Raw till like last year, they could never get the execution right.
A lifting facebuster. It's a lifting DDT, you jackass.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Everybody's moves are, like I said, everything looks good. Like Bray Wyatt, of course, got his entrances and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the true negatives of the past gen systems, they take out the creative finisher, they take out creative storyline.
Bullshit.
Yeah, well, the creative move is bullshit, and creative story is bullshit. And the universe mode is the same as last year. There's nothing really special about it.
I want to put popcorn in somebody's face.
Well, no. I hope. I haven't really played that mode too much yet. Hopefully, they correct the BS from last year's universe mode, where you win the #1 contendership about 4 times, and you're still not in the title match in the next pay-per-view.
What? That's not right. Man, look at all the people who beat Dolph Ziggler. They ain't #1 contender yet.
You have the point, though. You have the point.
The OMG, they added more OMG moments. Like, you can do the Sami Zayn dive through tornado DDT.
What that for?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They've got Neville's awesome plancha. They've got they still got the whole spear through the corner. They got all that kind of shit. The other kind of downside is, I don't think it's probably a really big one, but it's really one of those kind of little nitpicky things. When you whap somebody in the face with a chair, the sound, it's just like a thump. It's not a crack sound, it's a thump.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the last, remember on 2K14, that sound was, was just horrible as well. It was
yeah,
like,
but it sounded like what steel hitting flesh, as Cole would say.
Nah, that shit sound like somebody's closing a fucking door.
No, you're thinking about the moves. Speaking of that, how are the impacts on the moves?
They've got a decent impact. You can tell
Still horrible.
You can tell the people who did the mocaps for the selling, they did a pretty good job with that. It seems like the Zayn and Dolph were heavily involved in the mocaps, because I think they said Zayn did a lot of the selling, which is, you can kind of see. So all in all, that part's okay. Final, I guess, verdict is, if you have to have the game, it's alright, but save a few bucks and keep your 14, and yeah, that's about it if you're getting on the past gen system.
Anybody giving letter ratings or number ratings? Because I got a number rating in mind. Anybody?
Just based off the features they took off for Xbox 360 and PS3, it gets like a 5.5 for me.
I give it a B for buyer's remorse.
So that's a F.
It's not an F per se, because an F would be like the game is glitchy as hell or doesn't work. It works, and the glitches aren't as bad as they were last year. But oh, come on, when the glitches got bad in 14, they got
you hit somebody with a fucking chair, and the damn thing is gonna fly like 20 feet in the air somewhere, and you never see it again. That shit was so goddamn
yeah,
funny.
but there's nothing really like that in the game.
Right.
But I mean, the game's polished, it's solid, but it's just
too many features.
Too much shit got taken out, and the roster size is bullshit. The roster from the last 3 years are bigger than this one.
Yeah.
Like, I think the roster from SmackDown 2007 on the PlayStation 2 is bigger than this.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Especially the legends and stuff, because the legends in this game, they count the class. Oh yeah, and Daniel Bryan. There's 2 Daniel Bryans. The classics are all considered legends. The only legends on the game is Legend Austin, 2002 HBK, and Austin. That's about it. There's, none of the mainstays like the Bret Harts, the Hulk Hogans, they ain't on the game. Edge ain't on the game. I'm surprised Christian, come to think of it, Christian's not even on the game.
So what's your grade?
My verdict? Okay, my grade? Okay. I like what they add. I like the moves, the OMGs or whatever. I like the new moves and stuff. So automatically that makes it a B. But they removed features from it. They removed the creative finisher, that's down a grade. They removed create a storyline, which one of my favorite modes ever, down another grade. They don't have the features. They pretty much telling you should go and get it on a next gen system.
Also, on the created people, it's all the same shit from last year. There's no new things. for people.
Yeah, 5.5.
It's the exact same created suite as last year. All they did was add new moves, and of course on the entrances for the people that are on the game. But as far as like attires and stuff, same shit from last year.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, it will get a 4 from me. Because all it is a rehashed version of fucking 2K14 with more moves and other stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, the next gen system, the next gen version might be 20 times better than this version. But we won't know.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a preference thing, because when it comes straight from me, like, I never used to create a finisher only because they was made weaker on the last game.
Yes.
Cause that shit pissed me off so much. It's like, because on 2013 they was just as strong as a regular finisher.
Yeah.
But on the last game they was weaker than the one before.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't go into a match, damage them real badly, use your creative finisher and beat them right then. You would have to do the move probably 3 or 4 more times. Don't matter what they damage you. So creative finisher, I never really toyed around with that. Creative storylines I never did, only because of time, really. Like, I don't have the time to just sit down. Like, it would take me probably, I'd say, like, 2 months to come up with one story, because I got so many other games I play. So I always just create it. And then the small rosters don't matter to me anyway, because it's always been about created wrestlers anyway.
Yeah. Community creations, I already know going in. Give about 2-3 weeks, and everybody who I really want will be on community creations. So
now, the thing with me is I don't know this yet because I don't got the game. It's the freezing problem, because that shit pissed me off in the last one. That bit freeze for everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
not gonna lie.
Everything.
During the story mode, it did freeze about a couple of times, but I'm used to doing that on the story modes on WWE games. So
The universe mode, you cannot play without you can use like the created logos they have, which I think they took that off too, didn't they?
no, they still do. They
The
still
created
have
logos still on there.
Yes.
So you couldn't use them on the pay-per-view because it would freeze your game. So you had to use the regular logos on there just to get the universe mode. And still, it could freeze your game. I hated that shit. That's why I was hoping it would fix that. But it's like what he said. It's like what Yaki said. It sounds like they really just don't care about the PS3 and the 360. They're focusing on the next gen.
Yeah, going off what you said before about the create story mode, there was this horrible glitch. I don't know if they fixed it or they fixed it. It's like if your character wore a certain design or had a certain belt or something like that, your storyline would just be corrupted and you could not continue on it. And oh my god, I was working on a storyline. I was like 30 scenes in, and like it just stopped. I mean, it just got corrupted. I couldn't do anything, so I'm like, fuck.
Didn't I have to remake my character?
Yeah,
like
you had
twice?
to remake your character once.
Oh, I thought I'd do it twice.
It was either once or twice.
But
because of a glitch like that.
The only way we're
I hope
gonna
they fix that.
truly know is when when Goham gets enough money to buy it, we'll go off what he sees.
Or if Whitey breaks
Whitey,
down and buys
yeah.
the next gen
They
system.
probably took most of that stuff off because it was freezing the game. You never know.
Probably glitchy as hell.
Yeah,
so,
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of that's one of the downsides of any created things, because that's the way that is in a lot of games.
Yeah.
A lot of creative, whatever have you, usually freezes your games up for some reason.
Except for Data Reckoning. But that's another story.
That's another story.
That's a completely different story.
I guess that concludes our review.
So,
or free talk, or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Because we sort of went off, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
But
Yeah.
it's still about the game.
It's still about the game.
Yeah.
yeah, everything on the game is straight. Some of the stats, like I said, are a little bit bullshit. The fact that, well, I'm fine with John Cena having the highest stats in the game. That's cool.
Traitor.
I'm cool with that. I don't like it, but I'm cool with it. I understand, because it used to be Undertaker used to have the highest stats, but ever since Undertaker, lost, yeah.
I'm doing booking, damn it.
Yeah, and the other thing that's kind of a minor gripe is the fact that Mr. McMahon's not on there. Who else is who's gonna tell us, damn it?
You're
Fire!
Alright, that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.